How will I condense all these hours of fixing a car into 5 minutes? I know. The pros always turn their ideas into trilogies. Welcome to day 19. I've collected and pared down the footage of me trying to pull the alternator out of the Jeep. In the end, it took me way more time than I thought it would. Enjoy watching me struggle. This is not what I planned, but on my way home from work, I believe my Jeep alternator died. I tested the voltage of my battery. I got the Jeep to start again, and then the voltage dropped. So, I wasn't getting any extra charge here. When you disconnect a battery terminal, the Jeep should stay running. If the Jeep dies, it means the alternator is not producing the power the Jeep needs to keep running. So I disconnected the negative terminal and the Jeep instantly died. But to remove the alternator, you have to detension the belt, which is the belt detensioner, and then you have to remove this bolt and this bolt down there. We also have to disconnect the cable that the charge comes out of right there. Disconnect your battery before doing this. Tension bracket is probably the wrong term, but you can hook your breaker bar onto it. You push your breaker bar down, it detensions the belt, and you can slide it right off. And by right off, I mean it's actually not the easiest thing in the world. I can't get it to budge. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and do the lower bolt now. Got them broken loose. It's still very slow progress taking them off. I'm gonna have to ask Cameron how he keeps his cameras clean. The bottom bolt's a mile long. Close to a mile. Maybe only like 3/4. There, it just broke loose. Oh no. All that work just to break the bolt. That is so disappointing. So now we're taking off this nut right here. And of course, that's not gonna fit. We've already disconnected this plug right here. I'm gonna put this somewhere safe where I won't lose it, which is probably not true. The part that holds it down here on the bottom is like a U, oriented like this. And that U has a very tight tolerance, so I can't wiggle the alternator forward. And I'm guessing there's still a stub of that bolt sticking out. I'm going to take this 90-degree angle and try to drill out my stuck bolt in there. Thanks. The drill bit broke off inside the hole I'm trying to drill out. I beat it out from the bottom. I will take it in and get it tested. They tested it, it's bad, but they don't have one in stock and they can't even order it. There's a Napa down the road, there's an AutoZone down the road. We'll see what luck we have there. This has really basically turned into a watch me try to fix my Jeep vlog. AutoZone doesn't have one, but they were able to place an order for one. It's gonna be in the morning and I will pick it up. And I guess try to figure out how to get that bolt that is stuck in the Jeep out. We're on day 2 of this adventure that should have taken like an hour and 30 minutes. I just broke off another drill bit in it. Okay, now the plan is to try to heat it up and back it out with vice grips. So what just happened here is I'm trying to use an easy out with a 90-degree drill chuck, and the flexible system could not handle it. I found out later you use wrenches with easy outs. I wonder if at this time I would have been able to back it out had I used a wrench instead. I tried to disconnect the fan shroud so I could move it a little bit to give me more room to work and maybe get the drill in without the 90-degree chuck. Right about this time, though, I found out my father-in-law was going to come up and bring a much more robust 90-degree drill. At this point, my father-in-law came up to help me, and I quit recording with the camera because I didn't want to slow things down and waste his time. We worked a couple more hours on that bolt, and then eventually just took the bracket off, which now I know I just should have done as soon as I got the alternator out. Another thing I should have done much sooner on was take the air filter box out. It just got in the way, and once it was out, we had so much more room to work. It was much easier. Thanks for watching, and if this was boring to you, be sure to keep your eye out for part 3 and avoid it. See you later.